What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel for a special episode. This is a major mail call. Now, if you follow Unreleased Wrestling Figs or at MajorWFPod, you would know that I recently helped out Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, get the Muscle Grip Macho Man figure. Long story short, the way that it worked out was somebody reached out to me and asked me what it was. And they were looking to sell it. I eventually, went back and forth with the guy, eventually decided to pass on it and hit up Matt and asked him if he wanted it. He went for it, obviously, picked up the Macho Man to match his Hulk Hogan muscle grip, and he was kind enough to send me a thank you package. There was something, he said he was going to send me something, which we'll get into in here. And clearly, after feeling this box, there's some other stuff in there. So I figured what better to do than open it up on the channel and see what Matt's thank you gift was to me for helping him get that Macho Man. So let's open it up. First up, there's an 8x10, and it says, "To Mike, thanks for finding Macho Man, best wishes, Matt Cardona." Pretty cool. Again, he was very appreciative that I passed it on to him. When I initially told him about it, I told him I wasn't sure if I was going to get it or not, and he was like, you found it, you just let me know if you end up not getting it. I ended up not getting it and passing it on to him. The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Major Mark. This is like a sticker, I guess. And same design, but this is a magnet. Probably put that on the old fridge. What's this? The Podcast Championship. I think this was from Toy Vomit. My friends over at Toy Vomit. If you guys haven't checked out Toy Vomit, you gotta follow their Instagram. Even if you're not buying anything, it's such a great follow. Great store, owned by a great dude. Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Dog tags. Again, this is all extra stuff that I didn't know he was gonna be throwing in. So, pretty cool. These are Zack Ryder sunglasses, pretty cool. Some trading cards. We got the Holiday Toy Drive 2019 Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. It says, every year the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast hosts the Holiday Toy Drive. Swaggle comes every year and he doesn't even have to change his clothes. That's pretty cool. And we got the Matt Cardona card. Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of Wrestling Figure Collecting, is the host of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. He's always ready to defend his internet championship and find rare figures in the wild. Pretty cool. He also threw in a Zack Ryder retro, and it's in like mint condition, and he signed it in like a yellow paint pen, which is actually pretty cool. He knows I'm a big retro guy, Hasbro guy. Pretty cool to have this and add to the collection. Gotta love the paint pens. Look how good that looks. It's perfect. The yellow pops because it goes with the color scheme of this. But you want me to stop talking about that because you want to see what the main course is here. So for those of you that don't know, the muscle grip figures, I'll plug in a picture, were by LJN. And what happened was they were a little bit taller. You would squeeze the legs and the arms would move. They were almost like, if you think of like the grip and flips by WCW, except there wasn't magnets where you could connect them. They were going to make Macho and Hulk Hogan. It was on the back of the LJN Role Play Championship title, but they ended up never coming out. The ones on the back of the packaging for the championship title are different than the ones that actually went to the production stage and like the real life working prototypes. So yeah, there was Macho and Hulk Hogan. He already had Hulk Hogan, and I helped him get the Macho. And his gift for helping me get the Macho was this unreleased Hulk Hogan muscle grip prototype head. Now, this sculpt was never released for anything in LJN. This is an unreleased head sculpt. So what would happen was this would go on the body of the muscle grip. You'd squeeze the legs and the arms would go up. And I think personally that this is a pretty awesome thank you gift. It's cool because it's like squishy. I was worried that these were going to be like wax, and sometimes the wax ones you have to be very careful with. They're very delicate and they could get damaged. But if you look, when this is painted, it's actually a pretty good head sculpt. It's a shame that like we didn't have the technology then that we have now with True Effects and such like that, because it would have came out amazing. Very detailed as far as the hair goes. They gave him a little bit more hair than he actually had. But I mean, it's the Hulkster. You got to make him look good, right? He's got his signature headband, a very neutral looking face. But I personally think that this is a great looking head sculpt. I almost want to get this graded, not because I care what it would grade, but because I would like to get it in an acrylic case. So this is something that Matt didn't have to do. I would have bought this, and he knows I would have bought it, but as a thank you, he offered to just send it to me. And it's been lost in the mail for like 3 weeks, guys, and both he and I were like crapping our pants, worried that it got lost, because there's a couple horror stories going around the collecting world of some rare prototypes that just never got delivered, and they're just floating out there somewhere, lost in the mail still years later, just never showing up on either end. And that was scary, but we were both happy to find out that this like made it here. So I just want to say thanks to Matt. Really cool gesture on his part. I mean, like, he hooked me up with the Zack Ryder Retro, the 8x10, the glasses, the magnets, the stickers, the cards, just like cool stuff that he threw in, which he didn't have to do. He could have easily just thrown this in a baggie and sent it to me. But I knew that this was coming, and this meant a lot, and just was cool to see him go out of his way to send some extra stuff. So thanks, Matt. Thanks, MajorWFPod. I've been a listener since day one. In fact, I was the first ever giveaway winner on the MajorWFPod, believe it or not. They announced that on the second episode, which is pretty cool. I feel like part of history. But can't wait to put this in my unreleased wrestling figure detail shelf. I do think I'm going to get this into an acrylic case. So, yeah. Really exciting mail day for me. Don't know if this is any exciting for you guys, but I think this is great. So, thanks for tuning in. Means a lot. So, if you have the time, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel so much. And yeah, stay tuned for more fig hunts, tours, all that good stuff. If there's anything specific that you want to see me do, let me know, and we'll see you soon. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram @FigHeel and @Unreleased Wrestling Figs. And you can visit the merch store at Pro Wrestling Tees and check out the Unreleased Wrestling Figure coloring books available now on Amazon.com, including Prime shipping.